Hey guys, talking to Zach now, who plays Dennis. Is that right in the film?
I play Dennis in Occupation, yeah.
So how was making the film for you?
Immense.
Yeah.
Massive. It's a lot of superlatives, isn't there? It was one of those things where you spend a lot of time growing up watching movies like this, and you think it'd be great to be a part of that. It doesn't happen so often in Australia. We have a propensity to do these things for the Americans. When their big productions come here, we do it for them. What's so good about this is our own narrative, utilising our own practitioners.
Yeah.
So every day we went to work and we're blowing things up and being around these gigantic weapons, it was exhilarating. It was genuinely exciting.
Yeah.
It was really, every time you finished at the end of a 14-hour day, you went home and you just collapsed.
Yeah.
But you weren't strange, you weren't, over it or anything like that. You were excited and you were happy till the last moment you left for work.
Yeah, right. Tell us about your character in the film. Like, who is he? What does he do?
Dennis is an interesting one. He's the one who doesn't necessarily fit right into the dynamic of everybody else.
Yep.
Most of the other characters in the film are related or are friends in some regard. Dennis is the local homeless bloke.
Yep.
So he's just hanging out at the fairground doing sketches, trying to get by for a living. So he's of the, if you will, the lowest status of everybody in this small town until the aliens invade. And then because he's a survivalist and he's learned how to live off the streets as a sort of waste of as a forgotten part of the community, he helps people get by.
Yeah.
But he is a little bit nefarious. There's something about him, there's a sparkle in his eye that you're not so sure about. So he could go either way.
Leaves it up to a bit of a mystery.
He is, yeah. He's a little bit mysterious, a little bit mischievous as well.
I saw in the trailer the scenes of the Aussie Rules football, which is really awesome to see. How did you go? Are you a footy player yourself?
I grew up playing rugby league because I'm from Newcastle, so I played rugby league and I played soccer my whole life. So aerial ping pong for me was always how funny is it? Silly game, But it was, I love it. I of course, kicked the AFL ball around with everybody, kicked the Sharon around, if you will. And it was a lot of fun because, I wasn't allowed to, I'm not involved in the game, sadly. But watching Ewing and Terrier kick it around, it was quite inspiring, I will say. Very inspiring, especially Terrier. He does fancy himself a bit of a Buddy Franklin.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think, yeah.
So what's next for you, Zach, after the Occupation? What's happening in your world?
We start on the second one in about 6 to 8 weeks' time. August 6th, we start shooting that on the Gold Coast again. I've got two things in between. I did a pilot. Pardon me, I did a pilot in the States this year called Fracture with a guy called Chris, and that comes out towards the end of this year. And I start on another show for a network down here next week, but that's it's really exciting. I can't say anything about it yet, but it is going to be really cool. It's a big one. Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing the film. We look forward to seeing you more on screens and on TV.
I'm really excited to be here. It's the best thing in the world to be working at home. It really is.
Cool. Thanks for the chat.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, cheers. I appreciate it.